more than 250,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year.
1 in 8 women will have breast cancer in their lifetime.
And with 50,000 mastectomies done a year, about 90% of those will wear a breast prosthetic at least for a while.
More breast cancer survivors who've had a mastectomy are now turning to knitted knockers.
Love the knitted knockers. They're a great alternative to the traditional prosthetic.
I mentioned to the group something about the Knitted Knockers organization, which I had read about in various magazines.
Help breast cancer survivors regain not only their figure, but also their confidence.
Story of knitted knockers and the woman behind them.
Knitted knockers are exactly what they sound like, handmade prosthetics for breast cancer survivors.
A friend who is an avid knitter looked into it for her and was able to create one for Barbara to try.
It all of a sudden put a smile back on her face at a really dark time in her life.
But it wasn't enough for Barb to feel good about herself again. She wanted to help other survivors.
The organization Knitted Knockers has only been around for a handful of years.
Her dream is to have groups like this around the world.
But already they're changing lives.
They are changing lives one stitch at a time.
Started as a way to give back to those in need, and now it is a
nationwide nonprofit is looking to help survivors.
The nonprofit group powered by volunteers is
finding success all over California,
across the state of Wisconsin,
Panama City Beach. Passion for these Oxford women.
The yarn shops in West Michigan are donation
points. A group
points.
of knitters in Albuquerque is using their craft for a cause.
It connects knitters and crocheters with breast cancer patients.
Little did I know the amazing network of volunteer knitters that are out there all across the country to provide for their own communities, to provide directly knitted knockers to their own cancer clinics.
Bringing that little bit of light to all those women fighting breast cancer takes plenty of time, resources, and money.
And we just appreciate every one of those donations.
They're distributing them all over the U.S.
all
and
over the country and internationally, like I say, all over the world.
Providing an incredible service to breast cancer survivors worldwide.
Group in Nairobi to start knitting woolen artificial breasts.
Joining the rest in the Knockers Knitting Club.
Make knitted knockers for the women of their country, and it was just received amazingly.
They've been incredibly well received already.
And even an award from the Susan G. Komen Foundation that created a tidal wave of demand.
Amazing privilege that is beyond belief.
And welcome to Monday Night Football,
which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The Seahawks recognizing that.
But beyond that, it's showing in a tangible way how people care.
Thanks for making Knitted Knockers.
Donated with love and a little bit of humor.
One side's down and one side's perky.
So no, cast that yarn away. But we want it to be...
and always from love.
To make them feel better about themselves.
Knitted Knockers open a door to hope.
Little did I know that cancer would change my life in such a positive way.
With yarn, needles, and stuffing. A feeling of thanks.
Yeah, they're close to my heart, like literally now.
I'm infinitely grateful.
Bless you and thank you for all that your volunteers are doing. Barbara Demarest says this isn't possible without all of the knitters and crocheters worldwide.
Teaching other groups to knit the knockers.
Creating something so small that has such a big impact on so many.
Making it really impossible to know how many survivors have been touched by knitted knockers.
The ability to change lives makes it worthwhile. I wouldn't change that for the world.